Okay, voodoo is, let me tell you, voodoo is the drum. Voodoo is also what we call the bass. Therefore, anything connected to the bass or the drum is voodoo, because voodoo represents your pulse, your heartbeat. My great-great-grandfather was a voodoo king in New Orleans. My great-great-grandfather, I don't know his name because basically no one knows because it's a long story. But his last name was Morrow, M-O-R-R-O-W. My real name is not James. At this point, voodoo is the largest growing faith in North America because it's closest to nature than any other faith. At this point, it's the fastest growing African tradition in North and South America. Every country has its own version of the traditional Ifa, I-F-A. And so Ifa represents the body of knowledge and wisdom. And that's why it needs to be represented at WCC because it is a system of knowledge and wisdom. It's an educational system. It's not a religion. It's a discipline of art and science. I think grades don't determine who you are always. I think it has to change. The grading system has to change.
You would
I
rather
agree with the
see if you
administration.
pass fail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you can write, you can write.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't write, you can't. You know if someone can write. So you should teach students how to be realistic in their choices. So if they want to become writers, they should be trained to become writers, just like the plumbers. They have a plumbing center. We need a real writing center. Our writing center is not training writers. It's not training them. In voodoo, you apply your art. You apply your science. Like, for instance, I did this myself, right? This was based on just contacting that spirit, which all artists try to contact the spirit in the canvas. Before the canvas is created, there's a spirit you want in that canvas, just like anything that you do. So you just contact that spirit, and then the spirit just speaks to you in that way. When I first started that, I was like, that's a disaster. I said, this is the worst painting I ever did. It looked so hit, and then I kept working at it and developing it day after day until it became what I wanted it to be. That's how in life you are. You don't just take a test and then you are that perfect person or get a perfect evaluation on a score. I purposely act a certain way. I don't try to say, okay, my students, they have to like me or dislike me, because you can't just do that. People are gonna like you or dislike you. What are you gonna do? Bring it. Yeah, grab one of those drums. I'll show you how
Chris,
to play.
grab a drum.
All right. So I can play good.